It's terrible. I wish I could turn it off. It's like this every single day of my life. I can hear them. You guys can hear them? Can you? Every time I turn on the radio, it's be like that. I wish I could do something for them. I'm sitting here, turning on the radio, listening to their pain and crying. I can hear voices. It's not easy. These things, I can hear people. They're crying for help. I can hear their pain. What do I do? I know what I need to do. I need to take off these glasses, first and foremost. It's time. Let's turn on the radio. Well, they need me. I'll see you guys later. You'll be like, what was that about? Well, that represent, like, that's how I feel, right? Like, you know, Clark Kent, he has the ability to hear really well what's going on with people. And this stuff, that's how I feel, right? Like, where Clark Kent just hear everybody needs saving and helping. And it's like, he can hear their pain. And it's like, I felt, as I listened to a lot of people, they're going through a lot of pain. It's like, I felt like that. And that's like, I can hear them, I can see them, I can, you know. And then I was like, crap, man, it sucks. Can't do anything for them. But you know what I can do? Take out my glasses and do whatever crazy zipping around. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something been on my mind for a while, and it's been in my head for a very long time. And I was thinking about what would you, right? What would you tell your younger self if you could go somehow find a way, a wormhole, a time machine, a time device, something to go back in time to where you felt like the worst or felt like you need fixing? Where would you go? Or would you go to the future and see the future, how it is, and get all the information, the data, because the future has probably events in that timeline than in this timeline, right? And would you take that data, download into your brain, or get some advanced technology, put it in your wrist, and go back in time to where you either something happened in your life and you could fix it? It's almost like the butterfly effect. What would happen? And what would you tell your younger self? Would you go through all the pain again? You know, back when I was going through the personal development world thingy, and I was mad, right? I was like, why when I was younger, it's like I wanted to go back. I was like, why didn't I read these type of books? Or why wasn't like I noticed these things earlier? I wish I knew. And I was like, why would I go back to the time where I was young and tell them, Johnny, I'd keep playing this in my mind a long time ago. It was back when I was really like a freshman in personal development world. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to tell my younger version to go into the library and pick out personal development book and read Think and Grow Rich and all those things that I ever wanted to read in the personal development world. But then I was thinking I would bypass all the pain, all the suffering that I went through, and I wouldn't have help or can be able to see a way out. Because it's like when you were a kid, whether you're spiritual or not, when you were a kid, you knew something was off about this world that you couldn't quite put a finger on it. It's like, why is this the way it is? It's like, you question reality when you were a kid. You probably done it until as you grow older, things happen to you. Layer upon layer of things happen. And you be like, is this real? Like, it's like you believe in reality, but there's something out there we don't quite understand it. I remember as a kid, maybe like 4 or 5, I remember I was walking with my, so I was walking at night, and of course I have someone there with me, and I remember what I say, and I looked up. There was like a lamp or whatever that stand, light the street, and I blinked my eye, and it's like, hey, I have power. And I was like, but I thought it was ridiculous, right? That why would I say I have power? And to tell you the truth, we have something within us that I question a lot about. What do we actually know about this amazing universe, quote unquote? Strange things happen. I noticed when as a kid I attract people into my life. It's like if I keep thinking about it, they come. It's very strange, but I don't understand it. So, but I stopped maybe back in when I was 19 or something. I stopped believing in magic like we all have. We stop believing in magic and we start believing in the adult world. We stop believing the existence of us. We stop believing in whatever your guiding system is. We stop believing in those and we stop following. Some people still keep them. Some people don't. So what would I tell my younger self if I could go back? I was thinking about a lot. I would tell my younger version, it's like, you need to go through the things that you went through so you can help other people. So you can become the light for the people because they have no hope and you once had no hope and you couldn't believe that, that this version see there is light and then there is a way to achieve whatever your dream is. And if you keep going on the path, and you will find out in the future, and you will love that future, and you have to keep working for that future. Because honestly, when I was a kid, I would never thought that I would have a future or build a future. I think that's what most kids, if they ever felt like that before, like if you ever, how would you feel if you didn't know that you could build a great life, a great future for yourself? If you didn't get to see this world exist, what would happen to you? What would you do? And most people would say, they would go back to the time that many people would say they would go back to the time, to the things that happened to them. And so they will wipe out everything that they ever done wrong and teach the lesson that they have learned now to be able to get better. I think most of the time, because it's regret build up, things get messy, and we couldn't do that. So I would tell my younger self to say, you need to go through this pain the suffering, because it can help so many people on that path, whether it's trying to connect people together, to unite them, because that's the reason why I do interviews and do all these stuff, is to be able to see something that most people can't see. And you have to oftentimes see, most people are wearing glasses right now. People's like, what do you mean? But they're not taking off the glasses, right? It's like Clark Kent, right? You don't know that he exists. Like, when he wears glasses, you don't know that he's Superman, and you think that he's powerless. That's what most people are. They're Clark Kent with glasses. But if they take out their glasses, they see differently about the world. They feel differently about the world, and they'll believe in their future very much. Two, I would say to my younger selves, like, you gotta believe in magic, man, and you gotta believe in building something beautiful for this world, and that's what I believe. So I'm gonna take off my glasses because the people need me. So I'm gonna zip around. You might catch me. I think I was they call me the Blur. Then sooner or later it's gonna be blue, red, zipping around with the S on the chest. Shh. I'll be there right with you.